sending a message about the war in Ukraine. Two girls ages 7 and 11 took a 100-mile bike ride through San Diego to mark 100 days since the invasion began, and they are joining us now to talk about it. Carina and Ariana, welcome to the fore. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This is quite a feat that you guys accomplished. I'm going to start with you, Ariana. What was the inspiration behind this ride?
Well, we had been biking, and we had two other rides that we were biking for the children of Ukraine and their families. We have been raising money since the beginning of the war on a GoFundMe page. And we did this one to honor the victims of war in Ukraine, especially the children.
Okay. Well, again, such a beautiful thing you guys are doing. And you are just 7 years old. I know that there's 4 years between you, so maybe 100 miles is a little easier for your sister. What was the ride like? Tell me about the journey of this bike ride.
The ride was a bit hard in some cases, but it was also very fun.
It was fun. And I want to ask you and your sister, I'll start with you first, why does this mean so much to you? Do you have a connection to Ukraine, or do you just see the people there hurting and you wanted to help?
We had a connection to a Ukrainian mother who died, and also we have some family there. And we felt like other people should help other people when they need help.
Mom and Dad, who are over here, are doing a good job. What a beautiful sentiment. Same thing with you. I mean, what's the connection here? Why did you feel like you needed to do this for the people of Ukraine?
Well, as you said, we do have some relatives that are Ukrainian, but the main reason why is because people, the way they are is when there are other people in need, they should help. And I think that everyone should do something to help the Ukrainian people, and this is what we did to help.
Well, you two are amazing little girls, and I should mention, you don't even live in San Diego, you live in Arizona. So Ariana, why did you guys decide to do the ride here?
Well, we know that there are a lot of refugees in Tijuana waiting to be let into the United States. And so we did the ride here so that we could ride from San Diego down to the Mexican border, where we dropped off a rock that we had painted with the Ukrainian flag. On one side we wrote hope, and on the other side we wrote Nadia, which is Ukrainian for hope, and we left off a copy of our poem, and we recited the poem there also. Well,
I want to tell you, you girls are giving me hope for our future. You are beautiful and you are intelligent, and what you're doing is so brave, and I think it's so moving. And finally, if people want to help, do you still have a GoFundMe up?
Yes, we still have a GoFundMe page. It's called Biking for the Children of Ukraine. And we have raised over $8,000.
Wow, very impressive. Again, thank you guys for joining us. I hope this is a good way to finish off your week here in San Diego. Now you can go relax. They were telling me how sore they were, which of course is no surprise given the fact you rode 100 miles. And I did want to add one thing. You actually had a special guest ride with you, and you want to invite a special guest to do this themselves.
I would like to ask President Joe Biden, as my president, as our president, will you please bike to honor the victims of war in Ukraine?
Ariana, I don't think the president can bike 100 miles.
Okay, well, let's hope that the president sees this interview and sees these cute little faces making that request. And you know what? If you guys can do it, he can do it. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do something to help someone in need. So thank you again for joining us. We appreciate it so much.
That is okay, even if he can't bike 100 miles, because even 1 mile is fine.
I don't think he can say no to that.
I think we might have to have this conversation off air about who can bike what or who can't, but you're right, that's a good sentiment to end on, is that you can do as little as you can or as much as you can. So thank you guys for that.
I would like to add something. So when we were biking, the first half of the ride we did with our role model, Denise Mueller, the fastest cyclist on earth. And so
Wow.
we're very grateful for that.
And I'm sure she was grateful to be part of the ride. Thank you guys so much again. Carlo, I'm going to send it over to you.